The moon is a reminder that no matter what phase I am in, I am still whole. Listen now.
Hey, you're listening to Mystic Dummies. This is your host, Jennifer.
And this is Siona.
This podcast is where we bring our life experiences, have conversations, and shine a light upon everyday mysteries.
From mysteries of this world to the mysteries of ourselves, we talk about it all.
If you're looking for a sign, this is it. Tune in to Mystic Dummies every week right here. We all go through different phases, right? Not all the time do we feel the same amount of energy, motivation, or enthusiasm. It is easy to start questioning yourself and your abilities at such a time, and self doubt slowly starts creeping in.
Yes, absolutely. Many of the times I feel this way. I think that the most important thing to do is acknowledge our state of mind. Once we acknowledge our emotions, then we can move on to find the solution. One reason for feeling this low energy could be that you may or may not be burnt out. A burnout is an unhealthy state of a person's overall well being, mentally, physically, and emotionally. The usual culprit of being burnt out is prolonged and excessive stress due to overworking and thinking. It's common when people are pushing themselves to whatever goal they are trying to achieve at a very fast pace, using all their energy at the start without thinking about being drained before they even finish. The feeling of being burnt out can reduce your overall productivity and can drain your energy.
True, burnouts are commonly experienced by people. Remember those times when you feel so exhausted and burnt out and just need a break. For example, during exam times in school, when the most important thing to do was to get good grades. How did that pressure make you feel? Probably it pushed us in a way to achieve, but it could have added so much uncertainty and anxiety in our mind. I used to feel so tense, like many of us, because the result of that exam mattered so much, and if I didn't do well, it was like a blow to my self esteem. The way we may push ourselves to achieve some results can lead us to feel burnt out.
I really do feel that not many people are aware about this because of our hustle culture, but it is important for all of us to know when to rest. Knowing when to stop, taking a break, and resting is what productivity actually is. It's about finding a balance between work and play and achieving wu wei, like we spoke about in one of our previous episodes.
Mhm.
An effortless action, a state of flow. Well, this is all easier that said than done.
Yeah.
But well, we are all trying to apply this in our own life, right?
Mm.
I have been investing my time in certain activities that help me unwind, feel like myself again. Making my art, reading books that I started a couple of years ago, but when I started again, I was able to understand it now.
Dude, I love the paintings you make, and art also flows effortlessly when we are in a state of flow. Okay,
Yes.
coming back, many times we get confused saying that, oh, I'm tired, when I'm actually just lazy and procrastinating to start my work. Many of us don't feel like doing anything when we aren't feeling 100%. During such periods, feelings of self-doubt also is very strong. I usually wonder, am I good enough? Maybe I'm not as good as before.
True. We often overlook and don't acknowledge our low phases. Everything goes up and then down. Like the phases of the moon, it shines the brightest after it gradually disappears for a while. We never see the moon at its fullest peak all around the year. Just like that, we cannot expect ourselves to be productive and hustling every day and every hour. But when obviously being lazy is a different story, I do feel lazy many times.
Oh, me too. We need to be smart enough to be able to differentiate when we feel lazy or when we feel burnt out.
Correct.
Laziness is just our brain's way of telling us to not put energy into something. It's important for us to know that being burnt out is not necessarily the same as being lazy. Laziness will take us one step away from our goal, and forcing ourselves to work when you're feeling burnt out also won't take you any further. So, again, it's all about finding a balance.
Absolutely. And if you are feeling burnt out, giving yourself time is important. Taking care of yourself doesn't mean going on trips or going for spas. It's about giving yourself space, being strict with yourself, setting boundaries with ourselves and others. It is also about recognizing our power and how we have neglected to use it. These moments are a good realization of all our self sabotaging and defeating patterns and habits, and we have a good chance to start healing ourselves.
Yeah.
Remember, the kindest thing is not always the easiest to do. Same goes when showing kindness to yourself.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And when you're feeling low, consider all these emotions as a part of you, a phase of you that is as complete and as whole as when you feel like you can conquer the world. We are all allowed to be more than just happy all the time. You are whole no matter what. Remember to show yourself some love, kindness, and compassion today.
Definitely. And I would like to read a quote by Buddha. Better it is to live one day seeing the rise and fall of things than to live 100 years without ever seeing the rise and fall of things. Us humans, like every other phenomenon in this universe, will go through changes, ups and downs. But let's try our best to not let that determine our self worth and self esteem. You are whole even when it is cloudy. You are a whole and you are worthy. We hope this episode could help you in some way. Even if it didn't, we thank you for being here and listening to us.
Yes, thank you. Now we gotta go. We shall meet next week where we will talk about another topic we would love to share with you guys. So stay tuned. Until then, this is Jennifer.
And this is Siona.
Mystic Dummies signing off.